great dragon, glorious warlord. Once more you return from the battlefield red with the blood of slain adversaries. And let me tell you, these victories of yours have not gone by unnoticed. In fact, to my great 4 military heaven, yeah, you yourself will of course represent.
My Lord Dragon. Oh,
Hey,
Yeah.
yes, come on. See.
as it trick, I would say, but then because
It's going to take some getting as much at the I.
Haven't I already unlocked this? Hello, Lojam Barbosa. Welcome back to my stream. I found this at the worst time possible because your battery's very low. Oh, that's unfortunate, but it's okay. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Lojam. Well, I'm glad to know that you want to watch my streams, but it's okay if you cannot. There's always next time when you're able. I've just moved and unloaded transport into another country. You can unload your units by right-clicking it. Nice. I think this is good for my turn. Yes, the red area is where the enemy is. Dragon Knight declared Emperor. Winged love child is Empire's last hope. No rest for the wicked. Emperor disagrees. Is the imitation not the sincerest form of learning? Emperor asks the enemies as he flatters them with an imitation of their transporting ship. Every decision you make regarding your council, your general, and your queen will have consequences. Decisions will generate cards and or gameplay disadvantages, and furthermore influence the personal stories of generals and queens. Your shamans move 75% faster. Oh, hello, Edmund.
What a sorry excuse for a general Henry is. Drunk as a dwarf again, going on and on about his lost arm. The more liquor disappears down his throat, the more he can still feel it. Wish he had a phantom tongue instead of a phantom limb. The place would be so much quieter.
Commander, it is imperative that we should win the war. For our enemies are godless heathens in need of annihilation.
Oh,
To hasten this
chill.
process, I therefore propose we introduce conscription. For why have young, able-bodied men sit around or do menial tasks when they could be serving in your armies instead?
A racist attitude towards you determines how much support you will receive in combat when fighting in their lands. Listen to the counselors to hear their point of view. Yep, Skeleton Man, he's undead. Listen to the counselors to hear their point of view regarding the issue at hand. After making a decision, you will be able to find out how happy or angry they are about your choice. Okay, Yorick, why do you want conscription?
Commander, it is imperative that we should...
Okay.
Commander, even the most peace-loving elf won't deny that in these dark times of war, allowances have to be made which we would otherwise condemn. Conscription, though, goes too far. Let those that wish to fight for our cause do so, but let's not force men away from their families if they feel it is their duty to stand by them.
I agree with this man. Or this elf.
Conscription may have somewhat of an ill ring to it, Commander, but it might be worth consideration nonetheless. There's not a dwarf that won't take up his axe for the Empire, but elves. A three-fingered man could number their volunteers on one hand. Time to get these weaklings into shape.
I don't think conscription is a very good idea, Commander. Not only should a life of soldiery be an individual's choice rather than an obligation, but by drafting so many young men into the army, you're draining our economical reserves. So please don't forget your political obligations because of your military ones.
Here's an imp's perspective, Commander. More soldiers equals bigger battles, and bigger battles equals more explosions. Win-win. Granted, it's a bit of a simplistic perspective, but imps will have their fun, you know.
No.
Your refusal is no more than an encouragement, a celebration even of cowardice. Those who do not step up for the glory of the gods by themselves should have been forced to do so.
Thank you for disagreeing with Yorick, Commander. War is a demanding mistress, and if we give her all she wants, we shall lose our humanity in the process.
But you're not a human.
If no conscription means there will remain more dwarves in the army than there are elves, I hope we'll be duly recompensed, Commander. We fight so that they may tend to their bloody vegetable gardens in peace.
Very good. I must say, though, I was surprised Falstaff didn't pull the economy card like I did. Conscription might well have drafted some of his precious brewing masters into the military. If those were killed, entire dwarven nations would revolt.
Commander, here was me agreeing with one of Yorick's proposals, and still you disagree. You won't see an opportunity to please both imps and undead pop up again in a hurry.
Well, 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 the Dragon Commander himself. Come, sit, drink with me. Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
What are you doing?
He's had a few too many. But you'd take to the right too if you had an imp apparatus for an arm. Never told you how I came by this eyesore, did I?
I'm talking with people on my ship. They are my generals and other important people.
'Twas during the great and glorious last stand to save the Empire. Horseshit. We fought like lions so that the king, your bloody father, could scarper with what riches he could hold. But my soldiers did their duty. They died where they stood, and I was left for dead. One of an eye and an arm. Not that any of it mattered. The king's head was shown decorating a stake, like star crowns will the pines come midwinter night. Defeat. Bah. Luckily, a touch of the malt can relieve its bitter taste.
Despite your dislike of my father, you stood your ground and did your duty. I hope I'll gain your respect so that you'll stand by me too, should a situation arise.
You have the respect of Maxos, and that certainly speaks in your favor. But you'll need to come a long way yet to prove unto me you're not just another pampered prince he yanked away from his mother's teat. So what'll you have then? Mead or milk?
Catherine,
What would you inquire of me, Commander?
how do you think the war is going?
Very well, wouldn't you say? The end is perhaps not yet in sight, but victory is looming along the horizon like a mist out at sea. Let us hope, unlike the fog, it shan't evanesce.
Yes, victory will come soon. I'd like to hear your opinion about your fellow generals.
If you wish.
General
Anyone in
Edwin.
particular? He's in a class of his own, there's no doubt about it. A brilliant mind, but in my opinion, a flawed one as well. He styles himself as superior to everyone else, and that would be just fine if he weren't a man. Or a bigot. I have many friends and enemies that are dwarves or elves or imps, and never have I seen evidence the one is inherently more smart or stupid than the other. In Edmund's mind, though, we are all on par with cattle, which is simply infuriating. If you wish, General Henry is the typical man who thinks of himself as an alpha male, whereas he is of course an alpha mongrel. He has the refinement of an inbred orc, and the manners to match, but he is a more than adequate officer once the trumpets herald war. Indeed, if he were a bit less brazen and a bit more calculated in his conduct, he might well come to rival Eerie Edmund. If you wish, she could stand to be a bit more ladylike in her ways, and many consider her resistance to authority counterproductive in a military setting. But she's wily as a wizard, and tough as mithril nails. Don't ask me why, but I have the feeling she's a troubled girl somehow. A girl, yes, hardly a woman as yet. None of my business, of course. She is here, and she's willing to fight for Rivellon. That's all that really matters.
I shall take my leave. Now let's talk to Scarlet.
Sup, Commander?
What do you say, Scarlet? Shall we be victorious in the end?
As far as I can tell, our enemies are quaking firmly in their boots. Good sign as any, really.
The other generals, how do you feel about them?
About whom, Commander?
Catherine, for instance.
Bit stuck up, ain't she? That's what a royal title will do to you. She used to be a proper queen and everything, with an entire country at her beck and call. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Me? I don't care for any of that rot. You got nothing to lose. About whom, Commander?
Let's talk about Edmund, the lizard.
Shifty son of a bitch, isn't he? Acting all high and mighty all the time, calling imps idiots, dwarfs dullards, that sort of thing. Makes you wonder if there's a single thing he's not intolerant of. About whom, Commander?
General Henry.
Excellent chap, that one. Likes his jokes dirty and his liquor plenty. 2 peas in a pod, me and him. Well, on and off, that is. Can fight like a demon unleashed as well. Best to have him on our side.
Okay. Let's unlock Grenadier and binoculars. This seems very important.
How's that jetpack working out for you?
Alright, we're ready for battle. Oh, I can't put any more units inside that transport. I guess that's fine. I have no idea what I'm doing. If you like the stream, you go back and just check the channel. Welcome back, Belgium. My channel doesn't have that much, to be honest. I'm a bit too scared to move in right now, so I'm just gonna end my turn. Oh no. You remember when you saw my channel was at 101 today, it is now 100. Yes, it seems that I have lost a subscriber. I think I should be fine like this.
Construction underway, Commander. What's the medical emergency? We'll crush them one leg at a time.
Like the wind!
You're blowing my cover!
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
There's 13. I'm going. Don't be pussy. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Anything for the Empire. It'll be built in a jiffy. We need more recruits, Commander. We're out of recruits, Commander. What's the medical emergency? Don't be pushy. We're out of recruits, Commander. All right, all right. Construction underway, Commander.
Welcome back, Belgium.
The Emperor shows us the way. Recruitment Citadel completed. Your unit will soon be ready. Let's get this dance of death started.
Walking beer keg reporting for duty.
The graves be their destiny.
Grenadiers are filled up with ale.
That's impossible, Commander. All factory complete.
They won't even see me coming. Get us out of here, Commander!
They tell me enemy grenadiers have been issued with imp binoculars. All right, all right. We're under attack, but we will hold our ground. Pay me in blood. What's the medical emergency? Let's get this dance of death started. Troopers awaiting your decision, sire. Yeah. Anything for the Empire. I will stand until my last breath. Catch as catch can. Your unit will soon be ready. Troopers awaiting your decision, sire. I will stand until my last breath.
Go on, give me a target.
I'm going. Let's get this dance of death started.
Fresh from the barracks.
You just no click to the nearest bathroom and you're ready to start a battle. Oh, I'm ready to start a battle, yeah. This game is about fighting in RTS. Victory. Very unfit to be a general, but don't quote me on that. Lord Edmund confides, and he got quoted. No to conscription, Emperor foolishly plays into enemy's hand. War economy pays off, some say. We ask, at what cost? Emperor's political popularity among dwarves, imps, and undead are going down in popularity. Elves and lizard went up. Your general's actions have influenced the Empire. Combat card unit advantage. Your grenadier's attack range will increase with 50%. Your policies have the following consequences. Your populist motivation has increased by 10%. The 7 pursue. Your luck has decreased by 2%. 1% might disconnect soon, not good. Thank you for visiting my stream, even though you're at low battery. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed the stream so far. Hello, Paposa. Hotspur.
Fie upon Edmund's pride, Commander. The Lizard Lords have granted him the honor of representing our mighty military on a diplomatic mission of utter import, and he gets his knickers in a twist because it comes with a spot of sacrament alien to our ways. I should think it would be good fun to attend an imp ceremony. Something is bound to blow up. Isn't that what the generals normally like?
I must say, I don't envy Edmund, Commander. He's to bow and scrape afore an imp of all things. If 'twere any other general, I'd publicly protest. But that conceited tosser deserves to kiss dust once in a while. Remind him he walks the earth just like the rest of us. Well, except you, perhaps.
Imps, Commander. Are they not truly the lowliest of all the races? Were it not for the hint of demon cunning in their blood, we most probably wouldn't speak to them as much as serve them for supper with a series of seasonal stuffings. As it is, however, the Lizard Lords have deemed it fit to strengthen the military cooperation between ourselves and those demoniacal dewdrops.
Then you really don't like imps, do you?
I'd exhale an existential sigh upon the hearing of such folly, yet give it no further thought but for one devilish detail in the treaty. It is I, as our foremost general, who must, quite literally, stoop to inspect their armies. An impish high priest will be present, figures fit for farce that are greeted and received with ridiculous amounts of highly ritualized protocol. As Henry might say, Commander, I'd rather lick marmalade from an orc's behind than bow to an imp. My very reason for currying your draconic benevolence at this hour. Certainly I have your blessing to abstain from these grotesque formalities and tend to business rather than etiquette.
I don't care if they have you jumping through hoops. If a courtesy is demanded, you must deliver on it. Such are the rules of diplomacy.
Your wish, my command, et sorry cetera. But if there indeed be hoops, the snapping of little necks will be added to the ritual.
Our victory was so complete I can taste it. You did well by us, Commander.
What do you say, Scarlet? Shall we be victorious in the end?
We may well, but it still takes but a look upon the globe to see enemy colours all about us. About whom? Bit stuck up, ain't she?
Impressive victory, Commander. You fight like a lion, which is almost as good as a lioness.
Do you think the war is going?
Just like your dragon's self, everything is still up in the air. Whether we land on the side of victory or defeat remains to be seen.
You remain true to your legacy, my friend. My privilege...
Oh, I should probably save. When your popularity with a faction exceeds 50, support in their countries will rise. This will affect your gold and research income from this country, and the amount of units you can build when in combat. I should probably get some unit research done.
The Raven sang new songs last night, my lord. Want to see the things she showed? Without delay, my...
I haven't seen any enemy air units, so I don't think I have to worry about anti-air yet. Naval units and aerial units can only engage enemy units on the map. They cannot capture countries. Oh, that's an enemy island over there. Oops. Oh, whoops, my hunter's not in that country.
at a time.
Hope we don't hit too many fish.
You found me, did you?
Anything for the Empire. Watch out. Enemy troopers can self-destruct now.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
We'll crush them one leg at a time. Ready for the Blitzkrieg. Is that a tree? Well, not anymore. Construction underway, Commander. The Emperor shows us the way. Construction in progress. Pay me in blood. There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir. Construction underway, Commander. It'll be built in a jiffy.
The best way to see Rivellon is through the crosshairs of my double barrel.
Battle forge completed. It'll be built in a jiffy. We need more recruits, Commander.
I will drench their torn banner in blood.
Battle forge completed. Anti-ground turret completed. Anything for the Empire.
Cover me with death if I should fail.
I will stand until my last breath. Catch as catch can.
Get us out of here, Commander!
Constructed to fight. Trooper ready to march. The Emperor shows us the way. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. It'll be built in a jiffy. Let's get this dance of death started.
Picking up their scent!
I will stand until my last breath. Catch as catch can.
On the trail!
Field. Construction underway, Commander. Construction in progress. Construction underway, Commander. Construction in progress.
You found me, did you?
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Anti-ground turret completed. Doctors in the house.
Hunter on the prowl.
Battle forge completed. Anything for the Empire. War factory completed. Shipyard completed.
Hunter's off the leash.
We're under attack, but we will hold our ground.
I will drench their torn banner in blood.
Your unit will soon be ready.
Sound the trumpets, Hunter's here.
No flag doctor's jokes, okay? What's the medical emergency?
Hunter on the prowl.
Your unit will soon be ready. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Where's 13? Your unit will soon be ready. Your unit will soon be ready. There's no I in team. There is a me in there somewhere, though.
You set the trap, I'll make the kill.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Without a trace.
Moving out. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
Population depleted.
All oiled up and ready to go?
Proceeding to location.
I've got big guns and I cannot lie. We're getting pinned here. Walking BFX reporting for duty.
I've had so many casualties. Emperor subjects general to impish humiliation. They tell you to roll over, you roll over. Emperor on winning streak, yet loses keys to Raven. New airship to be piloted by scrawny mages, not exactly known for their physical prowess. Arduous flight training reported to be somewhat homicidal, but utterly hilarious. The general's actions have influenced the empire. Build a parliament for freeing one of your countries.
It would seem Edmund has come back from his inspection duties among the imp armies already. I had expected tales of mayhem to precede his reappearance. In fact, I bet Henry the lizards and imps would be at war as soon as he set foot among them. But no. All the better, of course. Though a little disappointing.
No, I prefer this outcome. Alright, my transport got shot down. Good for you. Parliament. Nice. I wanted an academy. we should be able to handle these guys.
Commander, I am pleading here today on behalf of a dwarven miner who was cruelly left to his fate by his own kindred. An incident in the mines cost him his leg, and he is too poor to pay for a proper prosthetic one. Henry, your own general, could afford impish machinery, but the dwarves, who easily could as well, will not provide for their stricken fellow. Well, I say they should. Indeed, the state should. We can. So why not do so?
Just like diseases, accidents are simply punishments from the gods. If this misbegotten dwarf lost a leg, he probably took the Seven's names in vain, or forgot to say a prayer before dinner, and they saw it fit to make him attentive of his sin. Paying for his convalescence would be tantamount to forgiving his trespass, which only the gods have the least to do.
I disagree.
If the state should pay for each and every work accident, for every broken nail and broken leg, we'll be paying through the nose, and it's your finances that'll be crippled. Mark my words, Commander. Listen to that bleeding heart elf, and the treasury will bleed the more for it.
Oberon's tale is a shocking one, Commander. If this miner suffered such a dreadful injury while working, then the mining corporation in charge should pay for his treatment. And if they won't or cannot, then yes, the nation should.
There are more with a prosthetic limb than without among us imps. Comes with the territory, I suppose. All those volatile war machines. Most of our top inventors have more metal than meat to them. And of course, it's only fair the government chips in where they can.
Yes.
The people deserve a kind emperor and a generous one too. You are both, Commander.
So then you do forgive, and you do what is the prerogative of the Seven. Remember pride and fall, Commander. It's a long way down from the Raven.
Oh, are you going to push me off the Raven?
But this will cost us millions! Once word gets out, every lazy bones in the land will feign a headache and cash a handout. This is insanity!
This decision will endear you in the hearts of many, and shame the dwarves for the neglect of their own brother. All in all, I'd say this has been a productive day.
Thanks, Commander. Took about 100 imps a hand and a foot to get your jetpack in working order. So paying for a couple of metal fingers and toes is the least you can do in return, wouldn't you say?
Oh, hello.
Frightfully boring folk, those lizards, Commander. That general of yours held our high priest hostage with board games and chatter. Our engineers built a great tower just to blow it up again. A great gift for the envoy of our allies. But did he come and watch? No. Preferred conversation to combustion. What a nincompoop.
Edmund, nincompoop. Hardly.
Commander, no doubt you rejoice at my swift return from the land of imps, that borough of blight, that cyst in civilization. Returned have I to more glorious heights. The gods I'd thank if I believed in any. Do forgive me if I appear exceptionally smug today, but I was very flattered, you see, to witness how my reputation precedes me even into the very crevices of the world. The imps had heard of my approach and my modicum of resentment for their rituals. I was therefore pleasantly surprised to be greeted with a cordial handshake no more. Yes, he was rather an agreeable chap, as a matter of fact. The High Priest, I mean. After the military inspection, we played chess and talked philosophy the night through. It goes without saying I won every game and lacerated his logic like an eagle its prey. But he was not as devoid of all intellect as I had expected his entire species to be. A comforting thought, somehow. knowing you trust them to strap explosive engines to your back.
I'm glad to see that your horizons have been broadened. Hello, Scarlet.
Ah, to be in the thick of battle. With you calling the shots, it's a joyride rather than a jeopardy.
Shall we be victorious in the end?
War is as fickle as the wind sometimes, Commander. The breeze is favouring us at the moment, but it isn't exactly storming in the faces of our opponents either.
So that means we're losing then, I see.
About who? Bit stuck up, ain't? About shifty son of... About who? Excellent chap, that one.
Hello, Henry.
You triumphed yet again. Keep up this pace, and the war will be over in no time.
What are your take on the war situation?
We're well on the way to victory, I'd say. Won't be long now before we have the bastards on the run.
Well,
Which one do you have in mind? He's a slimy kid who happens to excel at warfare. I once met a lizard who went to school with him when he was but fresh from the eggshell. Told me he'd always been like that. Smart as a whip, but a loner too. Hopelessly assured that he is better than everybody else, and has 10 brains for every one that we have. Worst part is, he may well have. But don't you ever tell him I said that.
so you think Adam is very smart, huh?
Which one do you have? Bit of an ice queen, if you ask me. Already called me names that'll make your mother blush. Just because my eyes lingered a little along those curvy shapes of hers. But I'll defrost her yet. And in the meantime, we've got a cunning strategist on our side. A veteran of many a battle who is yet to learn the meaning of defeat.
So are we gonna ship Henry with Catherine?
Which one do you have in mind? Well, I figured that between me and the prissy brigade that Catherine and Edmund form, someone a bit more down to earth would be a welcome addition to the group. And let me tell you, if someone likes to go down, it's Scarlet. She's a man-eater in the bedroom and a man-eater on the battlefield. Fast, feral, and ferocious. Oh, I'll get more intimately acquainted with her, Commander. You mark my words.
How would you know what she's like in the bedroom? Actually, don't answer that.
You remain true to my privilege.
I can't take any of these yet, huh? To the engineering bang.
I hope your coffers are overflowing with gold, my lord. I'm discovering new things every day. We'll ford.
Yes, I want this. This seems really good. Save the game. You know what? I think it's time to rush their capital. Why can't I move you in? Oh, fine. One, two. Chance to win 27%. Oh no. Let us begin the fight. And if I lose, I'll just save scum.
What's the medical emergency?
Okay, the enemy's over there.
Like the wind.
Yeah. Where's 13?
Without a trace.
Construction in progress. We need more recruits, Commander. We're out of recruits, Commander. We're out of recruits, Commander. We need more recruits, Commander. What's the medical emergency?
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
A drunk man's orders are a sober man's thoughts.
Who will break? Who will bend?
Construction underway, Commander. Where's 13? Never trust doctors or patients. Everybody lies, even dying people.
And you're just sending everyone to the meat
Factory
grinder.
completed. It'll be built in a jiffy. All right, all right.
All is ours for the taking.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
I've got big guns and I cannot lie.
Ready to follow you, even into death. Constructed to fight.
Bring me the spoils of war!
All is ours for the taking.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. A new medical mystery. We'll crush them one leg at a time. Everybody lies, even dying people. Anti-ground turret completed. That's impossible, Commander.
Well,
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. There's 13. The Emperor shows us the way. There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir. There's an interesting case. Big pussy. There's an interesting case. Anti-ground turret completed. Construction underway, Commander. The Emperor shows us the way. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will soon be ready.
Grenadier, fresh from the barracks!
Let's get this dance of death started. Battle Forge completed. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. The Emperor's enemy is my enemy. Trooper awaiting your instructions, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. We're under attack, but we will hold our ground. Ready to follow you, even into death.
I'm going.
That's impossible, Commander. Your unit will soon be ready.
fine.
Trooper Unit is being manufactured, Commander. The Emperor's enemy is my enemy. There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
In a straight line now.
Like the wind.
Walking beer keg, reporting for duty.
Anything for the Empire. Constructed to fight. Your unit will soon be ready. Your unit will soon be ready. What's the medical emergency?
Grenadier, fresh from the barracks.
The Emperor shows us the way.
Ale for all.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Ready for the Blitzkrieg.
There'd better be a tavern. Walking beer keg, reporting for duty.
Doctors in the house.
Grenadier, fresh from the barracks.
The Emperor's enemy is my enemy. That's impossible, Commander.
Shit! You're blowing my cover.
We'll crush them one leg at a time.
In a straight line now.
I will drench their torn banner in blood. I will crush their bones. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Armor is weakening, sire.
Trooper ready to march. No flying doctors, James, okay?
Tell my daughter I died drunk.
I'm going. We'll crush them one leg at a time.
To know your enemy, you have to kill your enemy. I've got big guns and I cannot lie.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Oh no, I died.
Who will break? Who will bend?
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit will soon be ready.
Like the wind.
The Emperor will prevail.
Picking up their scent.
Grenadiers are filled up with ale.
Not enough recruits to turn into a dragon, Commander. Sure, there's an interesting case.
Hunter on the prowl. I'm the one being hunted here.
All oiled up and ready to go.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
Get us out of here, Commander.
Don't be pushy.
Sound the trumpets, Hunter's here.
I will stand until my last breath. I will stand until my last breath.
Hunter on the prowl.
Losing ground, sire.
Grenadier, fresh from the barracks.
Never trust doctors or patients. Troopers awaiting your decision, sire.
Bring me the spoils of war.
else I can't lie.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Let's get this dance of death started. Pay me in blood. We'll crush them one leg at a time. The Emperor shows us the way.
Walking beer keg, reporting for duty.
Anything for the Empire.
Ale for all!
Let's get this dance of death started.
Nice.
We'll crush them one leg at a time.
What are you guys doing over there?
Troopers awaiting your decision, sire. Is that a tree? Well, not anymore. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Pay me in blood.
Grenadier, fresh from the barracks.
Everybody lies, even dying people.
Without a trace.
Really calm.
I'm going.
There's an interesting case.
Bring me the spoils of war.
All right, all right. One leg at a time.
On the trail.
I want to know the action. Destroy the capital. Oh, I had no casualties. Oh, I did. I just replaced them. You have conquered the capital of Carthan and successfully stole all their belongings. Gold +5, tech +7. You've captured the capital. Hold on to it for one more turn to defeat your enemy. Every cripple gets his day even if it costs the treasury dearly. General has pleasant chat with him, shaman. Never have we been so thoroughly insulted. Inculo laments. Activists agree, Emperor must be a woman. Shocking pictures found on the Raven. Your policies have the following consequences. Build a wizard tower for free in one of your countries. Your populace's motivation has increased by 20%. You will receive 5 less gold per turn. This might be of interest, Commander. units of Berserk, the enemy's hunters will have 50% less health. On the side, bring the population of a country down to 25%. Oh, Scarlet.
Typical of Catherine to get miffed over money. I don't care what they pay me as long as I get to brawl and booze.
When Catherine is out of sorts, there seems to be no escaping her ire, Commander. I do understand her, though, for whilst equality among the civilized races is not to be found, I do uphold that women are every bit as capable as men, provided they are lizards.
What is that supposed to mean? Hello, Catherine. I heard that you've been having trouble.
Listen here, Commander, for I have a matter of great import that I should like to bring to your attention. In the realm I ruled, that rule was absolute, as was that of my vassals, women all, of course. We concerned ourselves with matters of mastery and the mind. Men with all things menial, according to the natural order.
What is this natural order that you speak of?
On this ship, however, I find myself trapped amid so many cocks of the walk, the one more swollen with self-importance than the next, only to discover these pompous windbags actually earn more wages than Scarlet, Prospera, or I do. If anyone, it is we of the superior sex who should sooner receive more silver and gold than those of the savage variety. You'll set right this iniquity, Commander, and you'll do it now.
I have no idea that men and women on my ship receive different salaries. You can calm down. I'll fix this immediately.
Good. So you should. And I hope this is the last of such nonsense I've had to deal with.
Yikes, what a vixen! Can't dear old Cathy be happy with the wages she gets? Not like she has to cook or clean.
The wizard has discovered many an ingenious schematic in those dusty books of his, but they will require a lot of resources, and resources cost a lot of dwarves' delight. That is to say, gold, my lord.
Let's have a look at the research results of your research. Oh, that's a turret. Oops, I thought it was just a mobile mortar.
You remain true. My privilege. I want all the academies.
Shoot, battle. That's a win 81%.
I will stand until my last breath. We'll crush them one leg at a time. Don't be pushy. Where's 13? It'll be built in a jiffy. We'll crush them one leg at a time. The Emperor shows us the way.
Get out of there.
There's an interesting case. Anything for the Empire. Let's get this dance of death started. What's the medical emergency? Your unit will soon be ready. We're under attack, but we will hold our ground. Reinforcements requested. The Emperor shows us the way. We'll crush them one leg at a time.
No mountain can stop us!
There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir. Anything for the Empire. Catch as catch can. Anti-ground turret completed.
Where's the goal, Commander?
Construction underway, Commander. Let's get this dance of death started. We're in a world of hurt here. A new medical mystery. The Emperor shows us the way. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Aero factory completed.
Might go here.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. What's the medical emergency?
In a straight line now!
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Construction in progress. Never trust doctors or patients.
Oh, these are ground units.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
Grenadiers are filled up with ale!
Get them off me now! Sure, there's an interesting case.
Down.
Sure, there's an interesting case.
Oh, there goes a big chunk of my army.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Construction underway, Commander. We're under attack, but we will hold our ground. Losing ground, sire. There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir.
Oh, oops.
Grenadier, fresh from the barracks!
Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
I didn't realize they can land there. Want to restart.
It'll be built in a jiffy. Yeah.
Where's my gold, Commander?
What's the medical emergency? Battle forge completed. Your unit will soon be ready.
Grenadiers are filled up with ale.
I will stand until my last breath. Never trust doctors or patients. Construction underway, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Let's get this dance of death started. All right, all right. Don't be pussy. I'm going. All right, all right. Sure, there's an interesting case. Catch as catch can.
No mountain can stop us.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. We need more recruits, Commander. Recruitment Citadel completed. Sure, there's an interesting case.
There'd better be a tavern.
That's impossible, Commander. Yeah.
No mountain can stop us. There'd better be a tavern. A bang for your buck.
There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir.
Tell my daughter I died drunk.
It'll be built in a jiffy. Construction in progress. It'll be built in a jiffy.
No mountain can stop us.
A new medical mystery. Construction underway, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Battle forge completed. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Never trust doctors or patients.
I can build armor,
Anti-ground turret completed.
more hunters,
Roll out
stuff.
momentarily, Commander. Your unit will soon be ready. Your unit will soon be ready.
In a straight line now.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will soon be ready. Not enough recruits to morph, Commander.
Walking beer keg, reporting for duty.
Show me my prey.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
Walking beer keg, reporting for duty.
Anything for the Empire.
Oh no, they're coming.
You'll find me most useful.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Ale for all.
Ready to march.
Don't let them near my army.
All right, all right.
Nice.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Grenadier, fresh from the barracks.
Is that a train? Well, not anymore. We're under attack, but we will hold our ground. I will stand until my last breath.
To uncharted lands.
Constructed to fight. Your unit will roll out momentarily, out momentarily, Commander. Anti-ground turret completed. Mortar turret completed. Construction in progress. Mortar turret completed.
Bring me the spoils of war! In a straight line now?
Is that a tree? Well, not anymore.
No mountain can stop us!
Your unit will soon be ready. I will stand until my last breath.
No mountain can stop us!
Constructed to fight. Recruitment citadel completed. Your unit will soon be ready. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Let's get this dance of death started.
There'd better be a tavern!
Your unit will soon be ready. Ready to follow you, even into death.
Somebody get the oil!
On the trail.
Grenadiers are filled up with ale!
That's impossible, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. What's the medical emergency?
Death to the false ones. All is ours for the taking.
Reinforcements requested.
This world lies ready, waiting for its death.
Is that a tree? Well, not anymore.
Moving between the clouds.
Cover me with death if I should fail.
Never trust doctors or patients. We're under attack, but we will hold our ground.
Shit! You're blowing my cover!
There we go. Nice victory.
There'd better be a tavern!
That's impossible, Commander. Losing ground, sire. The Emperor shows us the way. I will stand until my last breath. We'll crush them one leg at a time. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Tell my daughter I died drunk. Bring me the spoils of war. There'd better be a tavern. A drunk man's orders and a sober man's thoughts.
I'm going.
All is ours for the taking.
I'm all eyes and ears.
I'll be drinking honey brew real soon. There'd better be a tavern.
Reinforcements requested.
Our glory foretold. All is ours
Need
for
more
the taking.
armors. And push into their base.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Go on, give me a target.
was a bird.
The Emperor shows us the way.
You found me, did you? They won't even see me coming.
Get them off me now! No time for tests. Treatment's quicker. Sure, there's an interesting case.
I will drench their torn banner in blood.
No mountain can stop us! No mountain can stop us! A drunk man's orders are a sober man's thoughts!
Sure, there's an interesting case.
No mountain can stop us!
The best way to see Rivernon is through the crosshairs of my double barrel.
We could use some support, Commander. Bang for your buck! No mountain can stop us!
It'll be built in a jiffy. Construction underway, Commander.
What's over here? Oh. That.
I will drench their torn banner in blood. All is ours for the taking. Who will break? Who will bend?
The Emperor will prevail.
Mortar turret completed. It'll be built in a jiffy. Construction underway, Commander. It'll be built in a jiffy. Construction underway, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Let's get this dance of death started. There's 13. Anti-ground turret completed. Mortar turret completed.
Exquisite. Target in sight.
Ready for the blitzkrieg.
Yes. Need a ride?
That's impossible, Commander.
You set the trap, I'll make the kill.
That's impossible, Commander.
Engines running at an eco-friendly pace.
All is ours for the taking.
Nice. Victory.
And so it came to pass that the Dragon Prince was initiated in the ways of war, and caught the attention of his siblings. Whereas the prince had been but a flea in his half-brother Carthan Axehand's coat, the dread Decapitator now took full notice of what turned out to be a dragon, and so in turn did the others. Yes, it was in the heartland of Rivellon that the war would be decided between the last of Sigurd's children. Carthan remained a threat, as did his sister Sybil the Silent, who had cut out her own tongue a long time ago to stop the voices in her head from babbling. And then there was Farran the Fleshless, who was convinced he wasn't human at all, but rather an undead, which he would demonstrate by slicing the flesh from his body. Such was the crazed company the Dragon Prince would have to fight. Such were the terrors he would have to overcome. And the way he did so is still studied by all strategists in Rivellon today.
The Rivellon Times. Battlefield moves to Heart of Kingdom. All factions rally behind the dragon. Men and women to have equal wages. Hope they get a concussion slamming through glass ceilings. Shouts Sir Silvervein. Imps lack inspiration. Imps copy enemy armor designed to the letter. Dwarves, elves, lizards, and undead stand united Emperor to guide all to victory. Size matters. Enemy researchers build impenetrable floating fortress. Imperial scientists stupefied. Emperor victorious as slow news day grips Rivellon. Anarchy. Destroy parliament in an enemy country. Catherine and Scarlet's wages have increased. The generals' actions have influenced the Empire. Scarlet has gained a level in Patient. Catherine has gained a level in Light Unit Specialist.
I have news for you, Commander. Great, grave, or gratifying, I'll leave its interpretation to you. The fact of the matter is your victories have gone far from unnoticed. That much you knew. But they have also gone a long way toward uniting a shattered realm. It has therefore been announced that you are to marry, for that will bolster the populace's spirit and cement your power as Emperor. Soon the finest princesses in the land will be here, bidding for your hand in marriage.
So you're saying that even though it's marriage we're talking about, I have no say in this?
Not as such, no. You don't want to get married, because that would be a bit of an imposition. The decision has been made, you see. Matters such as these, even an emperor has to accept without remonstrance. Still, there are worse things than tying the knot, surely.
Host of princesses, you say this is going to be fun?
I dare say it will. But do not, please, take this matter lightly, Commander. Of course, I hope your wife shall turn out to be a charming girl indeed. But this, above all, is a political bond, meant to strengthen the ties between you and the faction she belongs to. Love, I'm sorry to say, has very little to do with it. But of course I may be proven wrong. Perhaps it is even best that I had.
I'll take my leave.
Very well, Commander. And while you fantasize about pretty princesses, I'll continue my studies. Grumio may find his inspiration in dreams, but I'll stick to books, thank you very much. A wizard likes his nose between the pages, rather than his head in the clouds.
Achievement unlocked. That's the beginning. Oh, I lose research gain.
Commander, the war is displacing a great many people, and thus the influx of a great many foreigners into the realm is inevitable. Many of them are driven to crime by want or ill will. To that effect, I propose that if a foreigner is found guilty of an offense, he or she should be deported immediately. Delinquency is on the rise, and we need a few effective deterrents to curb its proliferation.
Or you deploy foreign criminals?
Foreign criminals seem to abound like sand on the beach these days, Commander. Let's be rid of them like Falstaff suggests. In fact, the sea would be as good a border as any to make them cross. Yes, let them drown for their misdeeds.
Many criminals inhabit our realm, Commander. Such is the unpleasant reality. Some of them are domestic, some of them are foreign. Punish them when they are caught, but do not make the distinction.
Yes, I agree.
Oberon and I are of the same mind in this matter, Commander. Deportation just seems a bit excessive. And I very much doubt it's the structural solution Sir Silvervein hopes it to be.
No, Commander. Falstaff has it all wrong. We imps force foreign convicts to do all sorts of dirty and dangerous jobs. Why deport when we can make them drudge?
No.
Leniency leads to lawlessness, Commander. I had hoped you'd spare your populace from such nuisances as pickpockets and highwaymen. To no avail, it seems.
Continue to be soft of heart, Commander, and you'll soon find it pierced by a common interloper out for what coin he can find. By refusing to set any examples, you're allowing godless foreigners to pillage and murder amongst us. Don't you realize it's a crime to tolerate crime?
I'm not tolerating any crime.
Wise of you, Commander. I find no fault in Falstaff's objective, only in his method. There are other ways to fight crime. Ones that do not include stigmatization.
I'm glad you gave the matter some further consideration, Commander. A foreign maid of mine was once caught stealing a silver candlestick, but she does such a good job otherwise, I'd rather have her back than see her deported.
Right you are, Commander. Let strangers do dodgy chores, and no one will ask any questions if anything goes awry.
You say so.
What? Oh, it shall be my honor.
Oh, I can unlock these now. Oh, yikes. I don't have Ironclad yet, and I have no research. I need to move into get all the neutral land. Oh, that's an enemy. That's an enemy. That's an enemy. I'm a bit scared. I think I will continue this stream next time. I'll continue this game next time. Thank you all for watching.